Hello, culinary critics, and welcome back to Midnight Ramen. In the last episode, we realized a really big secret of the game that this is no normal ramen stand. It is actually a ramen stand for the dead. So, since then, I've really been thinking about several different things, and I'm going to sort of cover them here during this episode. I also did want to cover something I did find out about the game itself since the last episode. So, before we begin with the game and the actual gameplay, let me go ahead and say what I sort of discovered about the achievements. I think it was last episode I mentioned that there are multiple achievements for the game, and I wasn't sure how close I was to getting some of them. Well, I did purchase this game when it came out, on the very day it came out. And I think that there are some bugs still in the game, and some of those bugs are affecting the achievements. One of the achievements in the game is to serve 20 bowls of ramen. Now, I am on night 4 here, and I've served a decent amount of bowls of ramen. But on the achievement screen, it says I'm still at 0 of 20 bowls. So I don't think that that achievement's working. Additionally, another one is to serve a meal within 20 seconds of the order that includes a bowl of ramen. And I feel like I have done that as well. So I think it's one of those that just the achievements are a little bit bugged right now. And to me, that's not a huge deal because really with this game, I'm really impressed with the storyline and where this is going. I'm curious to see what all goes on with it. So if I don't get 100% on the achievements, I'm okay with that. I'm enjoying the game for what it is. Now let's get into this night, and as we go along, I'm going to talk a little bit about sort of things that I've thought about since the last episode. Huh. Hey, Homura. It looks like we're running low on pepper. Could you run to the store for me? No problem. Do you need anything else? Let's see. Grab a bottle of soy sauce too. Thanks. And make sure it's low sodium. Alright, I'll be right back. Now this is one of the things I've been wondering about. The stall owner, I'm wondering if he's not dead himself. Because Homura seems to be the one that interacts with all the customers, and on top of that, she's the one that goes and runs the errands and goes shopping and such. Now, that could be because she's sort of the trainee, so that is a possibility, but I do really wonder if the shop owner himself is not dead. The other one, I don't know if it'll matter for this episode or not, I really have been thinking about the couple. And I was really sort of put off by the couple originally because I couldn't understand why they were acting the way they were. But as time has gone on here, I feel like what's actually going on with them is that he, I think, is dead. And that's why he was sort of thinking things instead of saying them, and he was putting the thoughts into his wife's head. So I think that she is mourning his loss, and he's dead, and he's still sort of wanting to be around her, which is really a tragic and sad story. But those are the two things that I've really, as I said, had come to my mind as of late. Well, we've got a new character here, the lively woman. Hey, handsome. Long time no see. I wonder who that could be. Have you finally realized my charms, Aster? So this is Aster. This is the one that sent the couple to us. So doesn't really mean he's not dead because she obviously knows about the whole dead thing. You're just as incorrigible as ever. So, has Adora come by? Yeah, she stopped by. I got a general understanding of her and Grant's situation. Since I heard you were back, I was wondering when you were planning on showing up. Well, I'm here now. As for that business with Adora, don't do that again. In general, living people shouldn't come here. Although, I suppose it was useful training for Homura. But let's not dwell on it. What have you been up to recently? I haven't seen you for months. Don't ask. Things are as bad as ever this year. There have been reports of multiple chai injuring people in Afghanistan. Too many reports. What are chai? Might have to look that up before the next episode. I wonder if it's something in a cultural thing that I'm just not familiar with. Not to mention the situation at the Russo-European border. HQ has sent people there to offer support. Right. Those things always show up near battlefields. They're like cockroaches. It's endless. Yeah. But in the end, we managed to get things under control. We've let the guys from logistics handle the follow-up. But anyway, before anything else, give me some noodles. I'm starving. What do you feel like having today? How about a salt broth ramen with double noodles? As for the rest, surprise me. Oh, and a tamagoyaki. Thanks. Alright, so we're gonna need egg in there, double noodles. Let's get those down. We need the salt broth. Then let's go with Naruto, egg, chasu pork going in there. There we go. Hey, now this actually popped up with me serving one, so maybe they've actually corrected that error. Alright, so maybe I can get some of these achievements now. Just was talking about that, that's sort of funny. Ramen and tamagoyaki. Be careful, they're hot. Thanks, it's been a while since I've had some of your ramen. Just as delicious as ever. By the way, I haven't seen Homura today. Is she off? No, she just went to the convenience store. She misses you a lot, always asking when you'll be back. Can't be helped. Too many emergencies lately. Speaking of which, Homura's 17th birthday is coming up, right? Yeah. At the end of this month. So, aren't you going to explain things to her? It's not that I'm not going to tell her, it's just I haven't told her yet. Every time she asks me, I have to give her an evasive answer. Luckily, she's not the kind of person to press for details. And she's going to inherit this ramen stand, right? You haven't told her about the thing with the guides? She's still too young. What kind of old person talk is that? She's nearly an adult. Like one of those fathers who refuses to admit that their daughter's all grown up. Fine. I'll talk to her before her birthday. Make sure that you do. Promise me you won't wait until the last minute, okay? I'll find the right time. Right. Oh, I found a new partner, by the way. Wow, finally? Father is very relieved. Gotta forget about you sometime, old man. I'm wondering if he didn't die in battle as her partner at a point. As I said, I think he is a ghost, and I'm wondering if he didn't die in battle as her partner. And I also wonder if the secret that he has to tell Homura at a point, I think she knows he's a ghost. Like, she goes to the shops and everything for him, so I think she knows it. But I wonder if the secret is that when she turns 17, he's giving her the ramen stall, and then he's gonna go through the door of light. Not sure. But I'm still not used to being a senior. I wanted to give him some more training, but I'm afraid of being too demanding. I thought that putting too much pressure on him might create a rift between us. Mentoring newcomers is easy. Just let them grow on their own, like a houseplant, right? You went through the same thing back in the day. Ah, such nostalgia. Yeah, I think he was her partner. I really do. That's bringing back some horrible memories. And she's crying. So yeah, I might have laughed a little bit there, but now that I think about it, it's probably the memory of him dying. Aster, you're back. Hi, Hamura. Long time no see. You were away on business for so long this time. I missed you so much. How long are you staying for this time? About 2 weeks. No matter how busy I am, can't miss your birthday, right? Yay! In that case, can you make me one of your tiramisu cakes? No problem. I'll have to borrow your kitchen, though. It's a deal, so no sneaking off without a word this time. You two chat. I'm going out for a smoke. I'll be back soon. Sure, I've got things here. So, how's everything been lately? I'm not saying you have to attend high school, but don't you get bored during the day? Not really. I've gotten used to sleeping during the day and running the stall at night. I'm not that fond of studying anyway. Besides which, I have almost no good memories of school life. If the boss didn't insist on it, I wouldn't even want to finish middle school. If I hadn't been away on business at the time, I'd have twisted those little brats' heads off. But let's not talk about that. How are your ramen making skills coming along? They're okay, I guess. I've been learning for almost 2 years now. I can finally manage the stall on my own. Do you want me to make you another bowl? I can show you. Sorry, I'm too full today. Maybe next time. Oh. Alright, so we are going to have more with them. Wow, Aster, you're here for the ramen too? It's just like you said, the food here is really good. Right? I knew you'd like it. So, what brings you down here today? My car broke down. It's in for major repairs. I've been taking the subway these past few days. Right, well, when you're squeezing yourself onto the subway every day, you deserve to reward yourself with a bowl of ramen. Haha, that's true. But actually, I was quite surprised the first time I came here. It's impressive to see such a young girl running a late-night ramen stand alone like this. Okay, that's, to me, confirmation. He is dead, because otherwise she would have seen him the last time she was here. It's fine. My little one here is more than up to the task. And her cooking skills are really impressive. Oh, so the two of you are close? Yeah, she's like my big sister. So, what would you like to eat today? Well, how about a bowl of garlic miso ramen? And I'd prefer the noodles to be a little softer. Okay, gonna have to look that up. Oh, and a cup of green tea, please. Alright, so I gotta put the noodles in right away here. Sure thing, Adora. Ma'am? Alright, let's get the noodles in right away. Alright, garlic miso. Soft-boiled egg, bamboo shoot sliced scallions. Garlic miso, so we'll put that in. Get the garlic powder going on there. There we go with that. And then she said green tea or a soda. Your ramen and your drink. Please enjoy. So it didn't pop up that time to tell me that I got a meal. Thank you. I feel a bit guilty having ramen so late at night, but who could resist this temptation? Maybe the green tea will balance it out. Alright, let's dig in. I'm back. Grant, you're here. Would you like something to eat? Not for now, thanks. Yeah, if he had said that and he wasn't a ghost, then she would have reacted to it. Alright, you guys keep talking. Don't mind me. By the way, Hamura, how did you know my name? Did I mention it before? Well... must have been Aster who told you. Right, yeah. Aster told me before you came. Oh, that's right. We were just talking about you earlier. Ah, I see. I hope you weren't talking bad about me. No, of course not. I'm curious. How did the two of you meet? Are you... Never mind. Keep going. I met Adora on the battlefield. She was working as a war correspondent at the time. I won't go into the details. It's better not to remember some things. Yeah, thanks. I don't want to think about some of the things we saw out there. Anyway, we met back then, briefly. Then we went our separate ways. Right, so when I saw you at the supermarket the other day, I was so surprised. I didn't expect to see you again in this life. The world really is smaller than we think. Yeah, you know, you haven't changed much. I recognized you right away. You, on the other hand, have changed quite a bit. You're more steady, I suppose. Oh, stop it. I suppose it's because I'm having to babysit now. I'm training a rookie. I'm always worrying these days. Having him work with me is aging me quickly. Haha, you're still as funny as I remembered you. I'm so full. The ramen today was delicious. Are you leaving? I can join you. Oh? Are you going my way? Where are you staying? My hotel is close to your area. It should be on the way. Alright, I'll see if there's a taxi on the corner. Thanks for the meal. See you next time, Hamura. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Aster, were you a journalist in the war zone as well? That doesn't sound like you. Not exactly. I was there on a business trip, disguised as a mercenary. That's a shame. With how fierce you are, I bet you could have uncovered a lot of secrets. Interrogation and interviewing are quite different, you know. So, how was Adora when you met her on the battlefield? Well, she was in pretty bad shape back then, really unstable. Fortunately, after I found her, I managed to pull her back from the brink. Well, looks like the taxi's here. I'll take her home. See you in a few days. Are you okay? Sometimes it's better to say something than keep it all to yourself. I'll have a drink. Any kind of alcohol. Alright, let's give him a sake. Here you go. Thanks. Just leave it there. Never have had sake myself, and I am curious to try it at a point. I'm curious. How did the two of you meet? Also, what exactly happened, if you don't mind sharing? I met Adora about 4 years ago. At the time, she just returned from the war zone. She was in a really bad mental state. She had severe PTSD. I was working on a lawsuit at the time, so I often had to visit the hospital. I saw her in the courtyard and just fell straight in love. It's a cliche, right? Love at first sight. I thought that only happened in the movies. No, it happens in real life too. Just one look, and you know you've been waiting for her all your life. I know that feeling. See, Hamura? There's more proof for you. Anyway, after that, we went through a lot together. her condition gradually began to improve. She went back to working as a journalist, reporting passionately on all kinds of social issues. Last year, I proposed to her, and she said yes. But I couldn't fulfill my promise. I couldn't walk down the aisle with her. There was a bank robbery. The robbers held up the bank and took hostages. They wanted a lawyer to facilitate the negotiations. I remember. It was in the news last year. So that lawyer was you? Yeah. The police contacted me and I rushed over to the scene. Adora was there too. She was covering the event live. She tried to stop me from going in, but I ignored her. I crossed the police line to negotiate with the robbers. Then, somehow, the first shot was fired. After that, it was chaos. Oh my goodness. When I woke up, I saw my own body lying on the floor. Later on, I snuck a look at the forensic report. The bullet had gone through my left temple. I died instantly. There was nothing anyone could have done. Adora always blamed herself. But it was my own fault, my overconfidence. I put too much faith in my own abilities. I was too eager to prove myself in front of her. I ignored all the risks, all the possibilities of what could go wrong. I promised her that I'd come back safely. But I... Sorry. It must be annoying listening to me talk like this, right? I should go. Adora is probably still waiting for me. Until next time. Thank you for coming. Wow. Some of these stories I think are going to be really hard in this game to get through. That one was touching. I didn't expect things to go like that. No wonder Adora's shadows are so large. Shadows? Oh, it's nothing. It's just a metaphor. I just mean, I feel sorry for them. Grant must have been feeling really bad. Look, he didn't even touch his drink. It's alright. I'll clean up later. Alright, but no sneaking a drink. You're not old enough yet. I won't. Jeez. I'll take care of the washing up today. There's not that much to do. You can leave early. Alright, but don't tire yourself out too much. I won't. Go on now. Good night. And that's going to be the end of that night. As I said, that story was actually pretty hard to read through. It was sad. I'm loving the storylines that they're doing. It's such a unique game and I'm really enjoying it. But I will admit that it is hard sometimes trying to keep my voice at least somewhat level as I'm reading through such a tragedy like that. I can't help but think of my own wife and such, and yeah, it really touched me in a way. With that though, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all back for more of Midnight Ramen.